All right, 207 Anderson LLC. Prosecutors asked the judge to ban people that say revealed Mia's identity. So I guess this is what their judge bar those people. So if you said Mia's name in the media, like, what up, Detroit? So it looks like they're saying if you said Mia's real name on like a YouTube channel, if you said it in the media, in social media, they saying they trying to get you. The judge told them to put that request in writing. He also suggests that the lawyers propose an instruction regarding Jane, another one of Combs' accusers, who will begin testifying under the pseudonym Wednesday. So if you're saying any of these people's names, Mia or Jane's real name, like say it is Gina. Well, we didn't already said Gina's name multiple times. I technically wouldn't be allowed in the courtroom. Now, if they put this ban out and then you still try to show up, then your ass is in trouble. So, they're trying to protect the witnesses, but we all know this isn't the 1970s where there's no social media. Once people go in the courtroom and see who it is, they're gonna come out and talk and say everything that they just seen. But the judge told her to consider it, just put that request in writing. So if you on social media, you saying the witnesses' real names, Mia or the Jane Doe, then your ass can't go to the courthouse. Because technically, that's witness intimidation. You saying that you know who the witness is. So that's what they're doing, is to protect the witnesses. So also that's why he also suggested that the lawyers propose an instruction regarding Jane and the other accusers. So they basically saying anyone that you guys work with, like say one of Diddy's friends or something, they're letting the lawyers know you need to notify, hey, Diddy, tell your friends and them not to mention these people's names. So if one of Diddy's friends get up there and say, oh, that's Gina, she's not to be believed, or that's Sarah, she's not to be believed, hey man, that they're putting out them warnings. So remember, this is the federal court. They got jurisdiction over everybody's ass. You know what I mean? This ain't the state where you can go to another state and talk your shit. You know what I mean? You can talk your shit and you good. Like, nigga, you can't get me. The feds, they different. So I wouldn't be able to go into the courthouse if we identified who she was. Interesting. I want to see if anybody gets arrested. They're gonna probably have that in writing tonight too. Cause that Jane Doe, if that is Gina, you already know people about to be acting a fool next week. They about to be next week. We're gonna see all kinds of articles and old video clips of her talking. Then we got, they might even bring up the Young Miami tweets. They might bring up the Young Miami tweets if that is Gina. But then again, I don't think they will, because then that would give away as Gina. But then again, fuck it, bring it up, because Young Miami said, shit, you a eater. If Diddy wanted to, he had you on your knees right now eating that pork. So yeah, bring it up. Fuck it. Throw Young Miami ass in this motherfucker too, nigga. Let everybody get it. You know what I mean? Because one time I was reading a tweet and Young Miami said something about niggas on the internet. We broke. Shit, I'm on the internet every motherfucking day. I guess I'm a broke ass nigga. Throw her ass in this courthouse too. Let's get some questioning in. I don't give a damn. She ain't gonna go to jail, but bring her ass in here. All right, so we waiting on these updates. So we know we had 1710 B-Way. All right, so we still ain't got nothing. I wonder what they would do if a witness that's set to testify says says who someone is. Do they have to testify? Oh, they're gonna still have to testify. The other people, I don't know. It just looked like it might just be a ban. So you can say their names. There's nothing, that's your freedom of speech. You just won't be able to go into the courthouse. So yeah, they'll still have to testify and all that. You just be banned from the courthouse, which I think after you got kicked out anyway, I don't think they would let you come back anyway. man. I want to get all the okay, here we go. Here we go. This is what we talking about, guys. We got numbers. What are these internal transfers? Ferguson, $190,000 and $575,000 and $100,000 in December of 2011. Who decided whether to initiate an internal transfer? Usually the controller. Do you remember these? No. So let's see. We got to 100,000 plus what was the other one? 100,000 plus 190,000 plus what we have 575, $865,000 in December 2011. December 2011. Someone refresh our memory. What happened in December of 2011? Now, this is an internal transfer. Now, Ferguson is saying the comptroller did this and he doesn't remember these transactions. Now, if this is an internal transfer, he did say he was doing Diddy's financial, and then at one point he was doing other finances. So I don't know if they're saying, does he know about this 800, was it 890 or 865? So we had 865 in December 2011. You guys want me to refresh your memory what happened in December 2011? December 22nd to be precise. That's when Kid Cudi's house got broken into. December 22nd, 2011. December 2011, there was an internal transfer of $865,000. Following month, there was a boom boom inside of a car. So that's what we're lining up right now. Maybe they have some money being transferred to somebody in December, around December 22nd, when they had to go into Kid Cudi's house. The feds know everything. The feds know everything. Let's see if there's a connection between this internal transfer of $865,000 and the dates around Kid Cudi's December 22nd break-in. And this outward transfer, to whom did it go to? Ferguson said it went to Cassie. For how much? $20,000. And this one incoming, Roderick Ventura, for $20,000. Thank you, Detroit, for that $199. So there was a transfer of $20,000 to Cassie, but guess what came in? The wire transfer of $20,000 from Cassie's father, Roderick Ventura. Remember? Well, I don't know if it's supposed to be Regina that sent it. Oh, Roderick is the brother. So the brother sent Bad Boy $20,000. You remember, before the break-in happened, well, after the break-in happened, Diddy called Cassie, and Cassie sent the email to her mom. Hey, they're going to release these tapes unless you send $20,000. Well, we got the actual wire transfer. There's your extortion. So everyone thinking that this is just a DV, there's your extortion right there. We got the actual wire transfer, $20,000. Shout out to Detroit Kings, just showing love to my brother, man. Make sure you guys subscribe to Detroit Kings. I know he's going to be going in this Friday. BMF is back. And right now, BMF, we live in the real life BMF. We got motherfucking extortion. We got arson. We got break-ins. We got robberies. Oh, follow the money. Always follow the money. That's why you deal in cash. You deal in cash and you never, ever, ever make a wire transfer. That's the dumbest thing ever because the bank is going to keep those records forever. The bank keeps that forever. Yeah, Kid Cudi, the Lonely Stoner, frees his mind at night. Yeah, Kid Cudi be doing drugs. That whole video was talking about smoking and hallucinating. So you may have been on shrooms, you may have been on whatever, but hey, just because it's illegal, as long as you don't get caught, it ain't illegal. I mean, it's illegal morally, but as long as you don't get caught. That's why I say, if you run a stop sign and I run a stop sign, but the police see you and they don't see me, it doesn't mean what I did wasn't illegal. It's just I didn't get caught. Damn, man. I wonder what they're gonna say about it. Shit. This is good though. This is good. All right. When did you leave the CFO position? The end of 2012. Then Chief Growth Officer, the Revolt Media and TV. After you left, how often did you communicate with Diddy? He texted me in 2024. I don't remember the day. Let me show you. What? They got the text message from 2024 with Diddy? Oh, shit. Don't tell me they got a text message with Diddy telling him not to testify. Don't tell us they got a text message from Diddy saying don't testify. Uh-oh. Oh, we about to get tampering with a witness. Oh man, this text. I think they're talking about the text. He texted me in 2024. I don't remember the day. She said, "Let me show you." So they probably got. Oh man, tampering with the witness. Witness intimidate. Come on, Playboy. Don't do that, Playboy. This is good. This is what we want, guys. This is exactly what we want. All right. So I guess they got the text messages, the last ones that Diddy sent in 2024. Okay, so they didn't go into depth. Maybe we'll see it on CNN, but then it says Ferguson says, I see nothing further. So what they were just doing was showing that Diddy was paying for stuff for personal and for business, professional with the card. Also, there was a transfer to confirm that the extortion was real. Judge Mark, so Mark gets up here and says, you grew up in the Bronx. Where did you go to high school? Hey, man, Stuyvesant. Where did you go to business school? He went to Harvard. He got his MBA in 1990. His parents, they were his dad was a truck driver. They didn't have a lot of money, but they instilled in him how important college was. We already did our background check on Ferguson. And then Harvard, he seen that Harvard was offering an opportunity that he could go because he ended up going to college at the age of 16 because he was smart. He was progressing faster than everybody else. He ended up going to Harvard, and Harvard showed him that anything is possible once you put your mind to it. He ended up working with Diddy from 1992 all the way up to 20, was it 21, he said, or 22? Yeah, we already did our background checks on Derek Ferguson. This witness has been for the 20,000 extortion of Cassie's parents. We'll see how the cross goes. All right. Come on then, CNN. Fill us in with these last text messages. Ooh, whoa, wait, yo, pause on the fill in. Uh, So we gonna see. So they proved the extortion was real. So the money went out to Cassie. I guess he gave the money. Well, remember they said he sent it back. He didn't send it back. He gave the money to Cassie to give back to her brother. So Diddy didn't wire the money back to wherever it came from. I guess once they found out, they were more like, the brother was like, I'll take the money over there. Well, no, they wired it, but the wire said it came in from Roderick. And then they gave the money back to Cassie. I guess she was back with him at that time. Because remember, when she was with Kid Cudi, she told Kid Cudi that they were in love. And that's why she went back to Diddy. She said they were in love. So that's probably how it happened. Once Diddy got her back, quote unquote, he gave her the $20,000 to give back to the family. But that still doesn't negate the fact that they requested that money. All right, so we got the full record here. The jury sees details from Diddy's bank statements from December 2011. The jury saw December 2011 bank statements from Diddy's bank accounts to his Alpine, New Jersey home. On December 14th, the record showed the account transferred $20,000 to Cassie. On December 23rd, the record shows an incoming wire transfer from Broderick Ventura, Cassie's father. That's one day after the break-in. Remember, Diddy said, you owe me money for Cassie? So Cassie got money, and Diddy was assuming that she was just doing stuff with Kid Cudi. So he threatened to release the sex tapes unless they sent back the $20,000, which is extortion. You can just say, hey, you owe me $20,000 for Cassie. But once you say, I'm going to do this if you don't give me the $20,000, that's when the extortion comes in. So one day after the break-in, December 22nd to December 23rd, that's when the wire went out, the $20,000. On December 27th, Combs' account returned the $20,000 to, okay, so they did wire it back. So we just got a paper trail of just $20,000 going every which way. But they aren't for certain on what the hell is really going on. The defense begins to cross Diddy's former head of finance. The prosecutors have finished. Mark Angafilio, whatever the hell his name is, beginning to cross. All right, so we got the timeline. That proves extortion. That's all we need. Nothing further. The MBA from Harvard in 1990. Then the BMG Music Group, Ferguson said, yes, they own over 100 music labels worldwide. They own Arista, 50% of Bad Boy Records. Remember, I said I didn't think he owned all of Bad Boy Records. So again, when Diddy be talking to us about ownership, he don't even be owning everything, man. Diddy just be talking. So BMG Music Group owns 50% of Bad Boy at a certain period of time. He may own it now, but in the beginning he didn't. Could Mr. Combs do whatever he wanted? No, there was Arista agreements. So right now, I want to see what their so it looks like the defense is going to take it as Diddy only owned 50% of Bad Boy Records. So he couldn't just do whatever he wanted. It had to be signed off on somebody, which when you really think about it, kind of sounds bad because he had to give them a reason to sign off for him to take this money or do something with the money, basically implicating the higher ups. Or they're just showing Diddy never really had full control. So how could you put the blame on him? What y'all thinking, man? What y'all thinking? Diddy out here wilding, or this is just a normal day in the music business? He says leaving Combs companies in 2017, contact was rare. Derek Ferguson served until the end of 2012. Then he worked as a chief growth officer for a few years between that and Revolt Media and TV. He said he didn't speak to Diddy often after leaving his employment in November of 2017, except for some odds and ends related to the departure, occasionally reaching out on the holidays. Combs last reached out to Ferguson in September 16th, 2024. Ferguson said Combs texted him to say hello and ask him to give him a call. He said Combs sent another text shortly after saying he was in New York and wanted to see if Ferguson had time to get together because he wanted to talk and get some advice. Ferguson said he was on a flight to Charlotte when he received the text, so he wasn't able to meet. He said he did not respond to the message. So remember, Diddy put together that package in November of last year. We still need to find out who Ralph Ruthless is, who went to Bad Boy Worldwide in November of 2024 and then went to a pawn shop right after. No one's talking about that, but we won't find out who the hell that was. So in September, out of nowhere, Diddy just randomly contacts the old CFO of Bad Boy who knows all about the money and says, let's talk. Let me get some advice. You haven't asked for advice in 7 years, Diddy. What you need advice from me for now? This is wild. This is wild. I wish we would have got the conversation between the two. All right. Coming from the Bronx, I thought he needed more companies that would hire people from the community. I saw that in Sean Combs. I thought it was a chance to have an impact. Mark said, what was the onboarding? Interview, met some at Arista. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know where he's going with this. Is he saying Arista had all control, or whoever else he was in business with, and Diddy didn't actually have control over the companies like we think he did? And what y'all think Diddy was trying to talk to him about? He said Diddy wanted some advice. Cause I think that's kind of weird. You contacting your damn chief financial officer after 7 years of not talking to him, besides like maybe happy holidays. And now when you got a court case coming up, you want to talk to me? Hell no, man. I'm not giving you no information. Matter of fact, I'm about to go look what happened in September of 2024. Diddy, September 2024. Oh, in September 24, that's when Diddy was actually arrested. So this had to be before Diddy, right before Diddy got arrested, because it was September 16th is when he got arrested. Hmm. You know, this isn't no coincidence that Diddy knew that the police were after him. And right before he gets arrested, he calls the one person that knew where all the money was and all of his businesses and knew how everything was set up that he hasn't spoke to in 7 years. I met Benny Mendia and others. So you didn't just meet Mr. Combs and get the job. No. How did Bad Boy change from 99 to 2012? It added other businesses, records were getting competitive. So I mean, what they try? I don't know, man. I don't know where they're going with this defense. Maybe wanted to give him pneumonia, man. That ain't nothing to play around with. That ain't nothing to play around with at all.
Cassie, come on.
What's up, BT? What?
All right, we got another up. Damn, here's we go. Oh, let's just talk about the security guard. We don't need that right now. We know about the $100,000 that Diddy paid for the video footage. 50,000 went to the head of security. 50,000 went to Garcia. Garcia signed an NDA, and when he got back to work, he split 50,000 with his coworker Henry, which was 30,000 he kept and 20,000 to the coworker. Uh, once inner city press gives us, so we had what, 2 o'clock? Yeah, we had 2 o'clock. So they said if it takes longer, then we'll go over. But I don't know, man. I don't know what the defense is doing because we got a whole hour up here before they get done with this cross. Records is getting competitive. Let me see. Can we show all? My thing is, what is the defense going to defend in this part? Since they're talking about where the money was going, he's getting his background, his lifestyle. I guess, got to make him open up, feel a little bit comfortable with you. But what are they going to defend? That money could have been anything. Did he ever send any money to Roderick Ventura any other time? Or so I wonder how they're going to defend this. Was it uncommon for people to use the business card with personal stuff? Because we know that hotel rooms were booked out by either Bad Boy or Sean Combs. I forgot which one they said, but we know that the hotels were paid for personal stays with the Amex card. Yes, I guess they just gonna go with, because they're going all the way up to 2012, 99 to 2012. So with them saying that they had Arista had things in place for Diddy not to be able to do what he was doing, then why would they sign off for these hotels and stuff? Because it must have been business and not personal. Who knows? We're gonna have to we will see. Yeah, we just waiting on updates, guys. I gotta keep it rolling. But I wish that they would have went a little more in depth with the records, but they went straight to what they wanted. They don't need to prove everything. They just need to prove certain things here and there. Like as far as an extortion, they got that. We seen the $20,000 wire transfer. So they just playing to win. They put all these charges out there, and of course, you got to see who's one stick. That's their job. If you was a prosecutor, that's what you'd be doing. You'd be trying to get people locked up. It's up to the court and to the jury to make sure you're treated properly, man. The prosecution don't give a damn about you. They don't care who you are. When you're on the other side of the courtroom, their job is to bring you down by any means necessary. Even that means you got to lie, cheat, and steal. All right, we got another update on CNN. He thought Diddy's record label could have had a lot of impact on the communities. He was interested in working in Bad Boy because he thought the company could have a lot of impact coming from the Bronx. I felt like we needed more companies that really will hire from the communities I grew up in that will give people opportunities. Not only would you get an opportunity, you might end up with a knot upside your head, hit with a bucket of ice. You will go work at Bad Boy. All right, here we go. Do you remember Notorious LLC? It was a magazine called Notorious. Bad Boy Records was established in 1993. I think it was 1996. Did Bad Boy have connections to Interscope? Yes. And UMG Rhino. Uh-oh. So is Diddy trying to tell them to go after the big wigs on these other record labels? Is that what this is? Smoke signals? Is Diddy trying to implement other executives? The defense is trying to say Diddy wasn't in charge, y'all. It was Kareem Akbar. You know Kareem Akbar, the light-skinned brother from the bank? Well, let me remind y'all.
He's bigger than Nino Brown. This is big business.
It's bigger than P. Diddy. This is big business. That's what people want us to believe. It's bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Nino Brown, man. Notorious LLC. It was a magazine called Notorious Bad Boy Record. See, I wonder. I mean, I wonder if they're going to defend extortion. Are they going to extend on using the credit card for personal use, for business use? Like, what? I mean, because yesterday we heard the hospitality lady. She was going over it, and Diddy had notes in his shit. $500 for the cleaning fee, $300 for the drapes, $100 charges. I guess they don't really need to go that much in depth if they can just prove it. Like, hey, man, here goes the money that was sent. But I mean, Diddy's a sick individual. But remember, you ain't on trial for being a sick individual. You on trial for the crimes that you committed. You could be the freakiest, nasty nigga you want to be, but when you start committing the crimes, then you must do the time. We're not here to say that Diddy is innocent or guilty. That's the jury's job. I'm not on Diddy's side. I'm not against Diddy. I'm here for the pure entertainment and seeing what the hell happened in this case. Because if Diddy is found guilty on this, I'm filing a lawsuit against Bad Boy Records, Sean Combs Enterprise, Janice Combs Music Production. I'm filing my own individual lawsuit because I was brainwashed by this music growing up. You know, bad, 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 bad boy. You make me feel so good. You know, you make me feel so good. Yeah, see, I was brainwashed. I'm traumatized. Knowing that all of this was going on behind the scenes, I was misinterpreting the music. I need at least $250 million. Now, none of y'all need to be trying to sue. I'm going to do this lawsuit on my own, and then after I win, I'm going to let y'all know what y'all need to do, and then y'all can sue. But let me sue first so I can get my own money, and then y'all can split the rest of the money. Well, yeah, I'm definitely putting in a lawsuit when this is all said and done. Civil suit. Puff don't get the ladies. Puff beat the ladies, and that ain't what the song said. Who is Andre Harrell? He founded Uptown Records, went to Motown, then back to Bad Boy. What was the spirits business called? Eventually, it was called Combs Wines and Spirits. I was involved in the start with Diageo. Nah, ain't no class action. I'm the teacher, y'all the class. Let me go in there and teach them a lesson, and then y'all do y'all class act or class action, whatever y'all want to call it. Y'all can call it the class swag surf. Y'all can call it the class project. Y'all can call it classmates.com or classroom.com. But I'm gonna do my own case, and then I'm gonna ask for 200 mil, and then once I secure the deal, I'm gonna show y'all what lawyer y'all need, and y'all put y'all together a LLC, class LLC versus Diddy, or whatever y'all want to do, and then y'all go split y'all $1 million. No class action lawsuits here. We're riding solo dolo. Hey, thanks for that glitter. He said, don't let your right hand know what your left hand don't know. Facts. Now, I'm not taking all the money. I'm only suing for $200 million. There's more. Diddy's a billionaire. Y'all will be all right. Like, Now y'all getting greedy. So y'all telling me right now, $100,000 wouldn't change your life? Put a one in the chat if $100,000 would change your life, and be honest. I know a lot of people be trying to say $100,000 ain't no money. Would $100,000 right now change your life? Because I know it would. If I had $100,000 right now, oh yeah, man, you already know I'm busting that down. I'm putting up 90,000, and I'm about to act a fool with 10. Yeah, 100,000 to change your life. You gave me 100,000 right now. Well, I'm already debt free. I think I got like 700 left on my credit card, but that's because I went grocery shopping and I bought me some clothes. You know what I'm saying? Got to get some clothes for the next weekend. You know what I mean? You know how that go. All right. So if 100,000 to change our life, then don't worry about my 200 million. If I'm making sure y'all getting 100,000, don't worry about my 200 million. It's just 200. It's just $200 million. Y'all worried about $200 million when we trying to get y'all 100,000. That's that greed, man. Y'all acting like Diddy. Y'all getting too greedy out here. All right. What issues arose with Diageo? Objection, Your Honor. Were there differences about how to market? There's always differences of opinion. We had conversations. How do we drive it more? Was the brand everywhere like competitors? Yeah, man, shoot, $150,000, that'd definitely last 10 years. I'd invest it though. If I can get $200,000, I'd put that in straight. I got a couple of dividend stocks. Put that in that, you're gonna make $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month for the rest of your life. All right. So now they're trying to get into the Diageo thing, but that lawsuit ended up getting dropped. And we already explained what was going on. Diddy was actually taken. So that in court, they're asking the chief financial officer, Derek Ferguson, about the Ciroc deal and what issues arose. But remember, this case was actually dropped and they settled outside of court. You know, amicable differences. No one got paid or anything. But we did find out that they said that the $15 million marketing budget Diddy was using to throw parties, rent out yachts, give out gift bags. So Diddy was using the money for other things besides marketing. And that's why the brand wasn't everywhere. All right, can we have a sidebar? Okay, so all right, you know, we're getting a lot of sidebars today. When it's coming to this money, that paper trail is very, very important. But I guess the state is going to ask, hey, we're wasting time. They're not defending anything. Right now, they're just asking all these questions. What arose with Diageo? What is it like? Are you trying to put this in the appeal? What does that have to do with the crimes that are committed here? We don't care about the deal with Diageo. That's his own court case. What's the difference about marketing? We don't care about the marketing for Ciroc. We don't drink that shit no more. He ain't even a part of Ciroc. He didn't even own Ciroc. He was a brand ambassador. He was an Instagram influencer. Just he was making a bag off of him. Damn Brazilians ignite. His dad was a criminal too. He was a fraud. But you know what I mean? When are we going to defend something? We just had him talk about 20,000 being wired in. Why are we talking about Diageo? What's that got to do with anything? Diageo wasn't in those freak offs. Maybe the bottles were, but they weren't. The defense is just up here just talking. Account subscribed to or mentioned by can reply. So that's why can't nobody reply. Just, man, ain't nobody subscribing to this, man. We're just going to read the messages. I would, but after this case, then what? All right, so we got a sidebar. I wonder what they're gonna be talking about. Probably what is the what are we doing? What are we talking about? Mm-mm. So we just sitting, we waiting for the updates. I mean, CNN been slow. They've been slacking. They giving us old information. That's how far behind CNN is. But I don't think there was anybody else. We were following the first week, the New York Post, but the New York Post, their updates. Live 2 hours ago. Let me see. We'll go over there and see if they're giving any information. Diddy live trial update, shocking details. We get that. Diddy's mother and son. So the mom is there. Janice Combs showed up to the courthouse, 84 years old with all the publishing. Justin Dior, 31, he was there. They call him the disgraced music mogul. There were y'all boy right here, Charlucci, whatever the hell his name is, Charlucci, showing up with that damn free puff attire on. Like, man, put on some clothes. Charlie Lucci. Brian Stills at the courthouse. Who the hell is this? David DeLongo. Let me go see what his YouTube looking like. Let me see if he got any information. look at Diddy. You type it in all caps. You can't type. I think it's more than I think it's like more than 4 letters in a row at a time you out. Can't write in all caps. Oh, that was just who took the photo. The Puerto Rican took the photo. So this isn't. Y'all think this is the guy that was nah? Well, they said he was outside the courthouse. All right, we just waiting, guys. You know it's a waiting game. When they get into them sidebars, especially at the end of the day, man, they talking about all kinds of wild stuff. Your Honor. When am I coming back to the US? I probably won't be back in America till shit. I don't know, man. Till sometime next year. Definitely, I ain't gonna be able to. Well, like this summer, I can't go anywhere because we're gonna be short man. So I got to be here, and then my people will be over in September-ish. So yeah, I probably won't come back to the States till like the spring of next year. I'm not coming back during the winter time. Hell no. Hell no. Oh no. Then again, I might come back for Thanksgiving. You never know. I might go back for Thanksgiving. I got to see what my leave and stuff looks like. I might go back for Thanksgiving, but you know, when I take leave to come back to the States, I lose a day going there. It's a whole day to get here. So that right there is already 2 days of leave that I got to take. And if I Thursday, I work for the government, so we don't get like extra days off. So I mean, unless we'll probably get Thanksgiving Friday or Black Friday off. So if I was to leave on Tuesday, I could get there Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then leave Sunday, but I get back here on Monday. So that'd be 7 days. I'd have to take off Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, that there, man. That's 5 days I gotta take, man. I ain't getting that, man. My leave ain't building up that fast. That's 5 days to come back to the States just to go out there for 7 days. Yeah. If I came back to the States, I'd have to go up and stand in front of the courthouse with a free puff shirt on so I can make some money while I'm back. All right. Were you concerned that Diageo was marketing Ciroc primarily in certain areas to certain people? My opinion. On your personal knowledge, the distribution was highly concentrated. The question was why. Diageo marketing it more in urban areas than more broadly. Mark said, okay, what about Revolt? It was owned by Highbridge Capital Management, which was purchased by JP Morgan Chase. I think so. Highbridge had 2 seats, talking about 2 seats on the board. So where when Diddy was getting this $15 million budget to promote and market Ciroc, what videos did we see Ciroc in? Rick Ross videos. Any urban song had Ciroc in it. So they talking about the marketing from Diageo. Diddy, they were giving you a $15 million marketing budget. Market it to other demographics. You put that shit in the urban community. Remember, we didn't know nothing about Ciroc till you put your name on it. Ciroc had been around for years, but it wasn't doing nothing. You put your name on it. You marketed to us niggas. The Negroes supported it because it was your shit. So now how you gonna blame Diageo for not marketing and putting it in place when we know that you were taking the marketing money and throwing parties on yachts and giving out gift bags to women that had sex toys in it? So it wasn't just concentrated to the urban community. That's where you was putting it at. You was only putting it in hip hop videos. You wasn't going over to what's a famous white singer or something like that. You know what I mean? You wasn't going to the white people and putting it in their music videos. You was going on to MTV, BET, and marketing that to who? The youth, who most of them only listen to urban music. Like, come on, man. Yeah, man, it was kind of concentrated. Because that's what you set it up to be. The #1 urban spirit. What are you talking about? It wasn't marketed everywhere. Because you wasn't taking it everywhere. The only time white people seen advertisement of your shit was when they came to them all white parties. Yeah, he had it on the Ellen show, but who watches Ellen? No offense, mid-aged white women. Are they buying Ciroc? No, they about to go buy some bullshit cheap ass box wine. You had all the connections. Every single famous white person was at your crib. Hey, let's do a deal. Let's do this. Nigga, they hired you to do all of that. Why do you think they gave you $1 billion, Diddy? Not because you were Diddy, because you were marketing the shit. Yeah, he did those they had that Frank Sinatra music in there. La, da, da, la, la. But he wasn't doing white people shit. He was acting like a nigga. Premium vodka, Ciroc. Like, this nigga was wilding out. Nigga, shit. If I made $1 billion, man, y'all can call me what y'all want. Nigga, I just would have. It is what it is, man. Shit. I'm staying quiet, man. I'm good. Yeah, my shit ain't getting marketed like everybody else. Shit, it's doing what it needs to do. As long as the checks is coming in, shit, fuck it. When you start getting greedy. All right. So they had 2 seats on the Highbridge Capital Management. Yes, 2 of 5 seats on Revolt. Mark said, what were you on Revolt? Chief Operating Officer, the COO. What did that entail? Finance, production. Mark said Sean Combs wasn't in the management, right? He was not. So I guess they're trying to say that Diddy wasn't in charge of any of the finances. So he doesn't know what Bad Boy was paying for. That's where they're going with this. They're trying to prove that Diddy wasn't in charge of nothing. He wasn't in management. So he didn't know where any of the money, if somebody was getting reimbursed, Diddy had no idea where that money was going. That's a good move. Except for we got notes from the hotel that Diddy checked in under aliases using the Amex. But I like where they're going with this. But again, what is this proving to us? All that time Diddy did all this talking. Diddy wasn't owning. Diddy was a minority owner in all of this shit. We used to see Diddy, oh yeah, you know, I believe in black entrepreneurship. He was making it seem like he owned all of this shit. But what we finding out today, because the defense got to make Diddy look like he wasn't as big as he was. Because to us, the public perception of Diddy was, damn, Diddy owns Revolt 50-50. He owns Ciroc. Diddy owned Bad Boy Records. Diddy got all these houses. Diddy didn't have none of that shit. No. Diddy wasn't on the board. Diddy wasn't in management. That's what the the defense is showing. So all that is a facade. He was larger than life. But again, these celebrities be living check to check. Now, check to check for them is different than us. Not saying like Diddy was broke. But, you know, check to check for them because their expenses is like $30 million a year. You know what I mean? So they got the money to cover that, the living expenses and doing what they need to do. But that's why Diddy was pulling from all the companies. It was just, all right, let me get money from here, get money from here. Because he wasn't good with his money, man. He was just blowing this shit. He wasn't in management. He wasn't making no ideas. He was just the face. Exactly. That's why Revolt. Hey, Diddy, you got to step down. You got to get the fuck out of here. Now, if you really own something, then shit, you make things happen. You see what Vince McMahon did? What Vince McMahon do? He stepped away and gave it to his wife. That's because Vince McMahon owned this shit. There's a difference when you actually own something. You can tell you, I'm giving it to this person. But when it was Diddy, shit, they got rid of Diddy. Hey, get the hell out of here. Defense attorney asked Ferguson about Combs' relationship with Diageo. He asked the former chief financial officer about the long-term relationship Diddy had with the liquor products. Combs mainly oversaw the creative direction, and Diageo, one of the world's biggest drink makers, provided the funding. So why wasn't Diageo marketing in different locations with different demographics? We're the creative director. Hey, Diddy, if you want to market to the white folk, make some creative shit for white folk. You're the creative director. That means, all right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to create something and I'm going to direct you guys on what to do. Instead of just primarily going after the urban, I want to change it up a little bit. Let's go and get some prominent white folk, give them the Ciroc, get them a deal with Ciroc, and have them advertise it. That's what the creative director does. But everything you was creating was just for the urban. When asked, Ferguson said there were ongoing tensions between Combs and Diageo over the market and distribution of the products because they felt distribution was concentrated in urban areas. You're not marketed in other areas. See, with business, I'm not going to put your product. If I go into a predominantly white neighborhood, I'm not going to put Ciroc bottles in this liquor store that aren't going to sell, because that means this liquor store isn't going to buy more liquor from us because those bottles are collecting dust. So that's why it wasn't going there, because the creative director wasn't making commercials and advertising it to that demographic. It was just Ciroc bottles with, no offense, with hoes and bikinis in the swimming pool. Every now and then you may have had a formal function, but this ain't the normal function. Regular folk ain't going where we got to wear tuxedos. We might dress up a little bit, put a suit on, but we not about to be in tuxedos, nigga. That ain't the environment we live in. Let's go find some Ciroc commercials, even though this ain't got nothing to do with the trial, but. Well, let me try to find a Ciroc commercial. I'm gonna have to mute this because it is playing Kanye West. But look at this Ciroc commercial here. All right, so we got Ciroc vodka in the club, listening to that Kanye West. Flashing lights, beautiful women.
Ciroc, ultra premium vodka.
Ultra premium vodka in the club. Diddy got women all around him. This isn't what they do in the white neighborhoods. This is what we do. Now, I'm not saying white people don't go out and party, but they just walking around with a Ciroc bottle in the middle of the club. Nah, I ain't in this commercial. I'm in a UK commercial. Diddy was not in the commercial I'm in.
The official.
Look at this. Look how they live it, man. VIPs, the premium vodka, listening to hip hop music. This ain't for the white folk. You know, the white folk, they be having them big ass liquor stores. They be like the size of goddamn warehouses. You go in there, it's like spirits and wines. You go in there, they got aisles. They got people standing at the end of the aisles. Hey, can I help you? Are you looking for a certain type of? Yeah. No. Ciroc is in the local corner store. When you think of Ciroc, you think you go to the gas station. Let me get a bottle of that Ciroc, and that shit next to the Hennessy. You know what I mean? You got the Hennessy, the E&J, then you got Grey Goose, Ciroc. Like, that's where you think I'm thinking Ciroc. Like, I don't go to the liquor store for Ciroc. I can go get that shit at the corner store, the little liquor store that you got to watch out because the bums be out there asking for money. That's what you think of when you think of Ciroc.
The official vodka New Year's Eve.
We probably gonna get hit with a copyright, but fuck it, we here. The official vodka of New Year's. All right, so we got a new update. Let me see. Mark said, let's look at DX 1901 about Combs Enterprises. Let's put up the redacted versions. Chart of executives shown. Here is James Cruz and the HR officer after Vasta Wilson, Andre Harrell, and yourself. This is the team. All right, here we go.
Let's be clear.
What is the title What is the title of this Ciroc commercial? Ciroc is for not everyone. Ciroc is not for country. No. Ciroc is not for America. No. Ciroc isn't for the world. Ciroc is for the culture. Yeah, there's white people in the commercial, but what are they listening to? Urban hip hop music. They're not listening to EDM. They're not listening to. That was the first commercial that ever came out with the Ciroc. But this is Ciroc for the culture here.
Clear. Ciroc is for the culture.
The creative director himself says Ciroc is for the culture, not Ciroc is for the people. So if Ciroc is for the culture, wouldn't you market Ciroc in the culture? Wouldn't you distribute more to the culture? Because if it's for the culture, this is just business. Remove it being puff. This is just business. If I'm selling a product and this group of individuals like A, I'm selling product A. If this group of individuals love product A and I got A and B, I'm going to put A over here. I'm not going to put B over there. And if I do, it's not going to be as much. I'm going to put more of A over there because this group of individuals like this. I'm going to put B wherever I feel like they are fit. This is the culture. So I'm going to put Ciroc over here with the culture because that's what the commercial is telling us. This shit's for the culture. So it's like, that's just business, man. It's just business. Like the George Clooney, all his liquor, I forgot which tequila he had. When you go to the regular liquor stores in the hood, that liquor, they might have 1 or 2 bottles. They're not putting that much out there. That's not who they marketing to. They put it in the communities that they market. This is marketing. It's like, what the fuck don't he get? This is common sense here. Now I can see if they wasn't even putting your shit on the shelves or anything, or like putting your shit on the bottom shelves. But Ciroc was always up in front. When you go down the vodka line, you always seen there's a Ciroc bottle. So it wasn't like it wasn't there. It's just, this is for the culture. Let's finish this commercial. Of course, French Montana's over here in a bathrobe. Like, nigga, what are you doing?
Blue Dot is not a flavor.
Look at these parties. So you got white folk here. But what are they doing? They at the party for the culture. They ain't at an EDM concert. They ain't. All Diddy had to do was say, "Hey, look, Post Malone, let's go to one of your country concerts and we promote Ciroc with you." Look at this. Everyone having a good time. This is what the culture does. And they got a big old slab of ribs.
Blue Dot is about love, celebration.
All right, look, this is some white people shit, but it's the culture playing it. The culture playing tennis. Venus and Serena ain't in this commercial. Diddy got on Fila.
Quality in the hustle.
Quality in the hustle.
This whole new generation that have really taken over the culture.
The whole new generation. The new generation. Taking over the culture. His demographic was the young up-and-coming black people that are drinking. Cassie looking good right here too. You know for sure there was a freak off after this commercial. You know for sure there was a freak off. Look at Diddy. He biting it. Anytime you see a nigga just casually biting his bottom lip for no reason, this ain't even, nigga, we shooting a commercial for Ciroc. That nigga out there. Something is off with this guy, and we really starting to notice it all the time now. His eyes red.
You know that a new day is coming.
Look, Ciroc, it's all in the family. Like, come on, that's who you were promoting this shit to, brother, man. Brother love.
Ciroc just begun.
Now, did they do some stuff? Probably so, but I mean, it is what it is, man. You was making billions of dollars and you fucked it off. All right, here we go. Mark said, was it digital? Your Paul says enough. Personal versus business expenses. What's your accounting background? I was a CPA at a time. You never saw Mr. Combs sitting reviewing his Amex bill? No. So Diddy didn't know where none of that money was going to. Oh man. Yeah. So again, they're just trying to show that Diddy wasn't actually going over it. But even if he didn't sit and review the Amex bill, he was still spending using the Amex bill. Y'all remember this? Where she pretended to take a shot? Oh, let's go find that video.
This.
Wait, let me get off these shorts because I can't mute this music. They trying to get you, boy. It ain't got this on like TikTok or nothing. Tracy Ellis Ross, Diddy. Hey, look at Diddy. Why does nigga look like he's asleep?
Okay. Yeah. This is this. What is this flavor?
Hey, look at Diddy, man. You know Diddy is high as hell, man. That's one thing about Diddy. You ain't never got a doubt if he's high or not.
What's that flavor? I need some conditioner. Put that conditioner in your hair right now.
That nigga always wanted to be gelled up, didn't he? Gelled up, weaved up.
Okay. We're gonna put this in my system.
Look at Tracy.
Hold on.
Oh my God. My hair is like having an orgasm.
Cheers.
No. Love you.
Black excellence.
Black excellence to us. Yes, bitches.
Man, that motherfucking Ciroc hitting there. That summertime citrus.
I cannot drink that whole thing.
She can't drink that whole thing. Look at Diddy. Look, Diddy got that. You know, you get a good drink in there, I get a little bit lazy. I get a little bit lazy when you been hitting that drinky drink. That means that drinky drink may have something else in there. All right, let me get back over here. We'll jump around tonight. What time is it? 8:52? They say we might stay late. So she may have known. Remember, he got the MDMA in liquid form. Or was it digital? All right, here we go. Mark said, when there was a partnership with another company, they would look at the books as well, right? Yes. Many high-profile people have professional assistants. Yes, they do. Security was a part of the business. Yes.
Black owned.
Black on? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
He keeps saying black owned, nigga. You don't own this, Diddy. Stop lying to the people. You don't own Ciroc, man. Damn, nigga, get off her back. Hey, Diddy is when you really go back and look at all of Diddy's videos, Diddy is a weird individual.
All we gotta do is support each other.
That's it. That's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Hey, Diddy is a wild man, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Diddy is a wild man, but he ain't on trial for being a wild man. He on trial for being a criminal. Oh man, he had a good run though. This might be one of the craziest fall offs we've ever seen in life. Hell, he might fuck around and get a mistrial messing around. Hey, yeah, for real. That's what he's on trial. He ain't on trial for being a freaky ass nigga. He on trial for being a criminal.
Shh, don't tell anybody. A lot of people ask me, Diddy, how do you come up with so many incredible ultra premium flavors for Ciroc? Shh, don't tell anybody. A lot of people ask me, Diddy, how do you come up with so many incredible...
Why the fuck would you start the commercial? Shh, don't tell nobody. Hey, man, every time...
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Everything you go back and look at Diddy doing, like even if he beats this trial, man, no matter what he does, there's always going to be jokes. Let's say Diddy beats this, they're going to make jokes about baby oil, all the Ciroc, like it's going to be ugly for him, man. Because all of this stuff happened. He just didn't get found guilty for it. It's the same way that happened to OJ. You know, OJ beat his case, but wasn't nobody fucking with OJ. Cam and Mace did in the end, but
shh, don't tell anybody. A lot of people ask me, Diddy, how do you come up with so many incredible ultra premium flavors for Ciroc? And I simply tell them, I just pay attention to my lifestyle, what's really going on. So I was thinking, since I love vanilla ice cream, and also French Montana is one of my bad boy artists that has like one of the #1 records in the world, why don't I come out with French vanilla? It's that black excellence, baby. I figure I could put it in my vanilla ice cream if I want. I could mix it with a little bit of, I don't know about you guys, but I have to have my dirty chai latte. But you know what I do to make it an extra special day? I put in that French vanilla. Shh, don't tell anybody. French vanilla, welcome to the family. You know I never let y'all down, so let's turn up. Shh, don't tell
anybody. What the fuck, man? That nigga said, don't tell nobody, because I'd never let y'all down. Let's turn up. That nigga said he can't go without the Ciroc. He put it in ice cream. He put it everywhere. A classic commercial with Diddy and Cassie. Damn, we got a whole bunch of stuff.
Me and my girl are out on a Friday night, and we want to have a good time. We drink cudi Ciroc. Ain't that right, baby? Cheers. Me and my girl are out on a Friday night, and we want to have a good time.
It don't look like he It don't look like he advertising the white folk. He always talking about turning up and having a good time and not letting niggas down. Like, hey, Diddy, we just want to get some premium drink. You know, we ain't got to turn up all the time. Sometimes on the weekend, I like to pull me up some Remy and just, you know, sit, chill. Got the fan on the couch, just watching some television on. You know what I'm saying? Got the breeze coming in through the patio. I'm not trying to turn up. I'm just trying to sippy sip. You know, I like to give me a little sippy sip every now and then. All right. Security's job was to be in close proximity of Mr. Combs so that no one would do something dangerous to him. Right. Right. Let's talk about cash. What was the cash receipt from? When is it used? For example, touring. Don't tell me we got another sidebar. Another sidebar. God, hey man, it's the end of the day, man. We don't need to stay late. Yeah, like the comment said down there, if the prosecution should get back up there when they do the redirect and they're like, all right, if you're telling us that this company was so organized, then why did everything have to be ran through Christina Coram? You know what I mean? Why did Christina Coram have to answer everything when she was just, I mean, she was like the personal assistant, but why wasn't Diddy going and talking to the executives and the board? Like, Diddy's up under them. She answered to him, but then he answered to them. Diddy did that, man. Let's go ahead and find anything else.
Tennessee, come out and play. Tennessee, come out and
Hey, the captions say, yeah, this nigga did whatever they say he did. Like, what is wrong with this dude?
play. Tennessee, come out and play. Tennessee.
So why is he talking like that? What is wrong with this guy?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It's a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Because it's happy birthday.
Nigga, why is my birthday special to you? Nigga, don't say both of us. This is my birthday, nigga. We not celebrating together for my birthday. Yeah, man, Diddy is wild, man. There's a lot of shit on the internet that's always gonna come back up.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Thank you, God. We lived another year. Woo! Happy birthday.
Yeah, this y'all guy, man.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seen me show up.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
What is your name?
See, Diddy's my nickname.
Uh-huh.
Love is my real name. So I
Okay.
just changed my name to Love. Sean Love Combs. That's what it says on my driver's license. That's my official name, Love.
How do you describe yourself?
I'm vivacious, eccentric, and I'm a Scorpio.
What's your biggest strength?
My belief in God.
What's your biggest weakness? Fried chicken.
Hey, man, get this nigga out of here. All right, what we got, man? We still in the sidebar or what? Hey, you see Warner Brothers, when Diddy was dressing up like the Joker, Warner Brothers said, hey, now, get your ass out that motherfucker, you freaky ass nigga. The Joker may be a criminal, a crook, he may blow up a whole city, but the one thing Joker ain't doing is doing free calls. That's one thing. Joker will blow up the city. Joker will embezzle $100 million. The Joker might slap a baby, but the one thing Joker ain't doing is paying for prostitutes or sex trafficking. Joker don't care. Joker break every crime except for those. We ain't never heard the Joker really getting charged with no real, like, no crimes like this. Joker is getting charged for terroristic threats, blowing up a boat with criminals on it. Like, the Joker was actually doing some wild shit. Well, Diddy blew up a car. Yeah, he might be the real life Joker. He might be a nasty one though. Seems Mark was referring only to revolt. Combs was not in one of the 5 or 3 non-hybrid Capitol board seats. Sidebar still is ongoing. All right, so we ain't got nothing. Yeah, the Joker blew up a hospital. Yeah, that's despicable, but it ain't Diddy charges. Like, the Joker, there's a line you gotta draw. The Joker did blow up a hospital, but there's a line you gotta draw. Most people in the hospital, depending on who you asking, well, we all gotta go at some point. But the Joker knew, like, okay, I'm blowing up a hospital. It's just a hospital. Yeah, it's just a hospital. Think of blowing up a hospital isn't the worst thing that happened to Gotham. Do y'all remember there was a football field that blew up and the whole thing fell down? Like, whenever you think of the Joker doing something, the Joker always outdoes himself. You know what I mean? But the Joker wasn't committing these crimes. The Joker was doing destruction to the city. The Joker wasn't really out to kill people or harm people. He was just applying pressure to the city to get his point across. See, the Joker was actually misunderstood. Diddy, we understand exactly what he's doing. This is a nasty nigga. A creepy one at that. So when you look at the Joker, Warner Bros. Said, no. The Joker may be all of the above when it comes to committing crime, but one thing the Joker isn't is a nasty ass nigga. We draw the line right there, mister. You could be any other character, but you can't be the Joker. We're going to put some respect on the Joker's name. Now, you could go and, well, you can't even be the Penguin. The Penguin was a man of the people. Yeah, we got burger and applesauce. We got, come on, man. You think the Joker will fill a swimming pool up with baby oil? No. Who thinks of that? You know what? Hey, Playboy, go down, pick up one of them blow-up swimming pools. Pick up some of them Glade candles. Call that nigga the Punisher up. Yeah, get the Punisher over here. Definitely get the Punisher over there. Get my cameras out. Go get me a new robe because the last one got a little oily. Give me a new robe and go get get the swimming pool. What's the song? First you get a swimming pool, then you dive. Go get the damn swimming pool. Fill that motherfucker up with 5 gallons of Astroglide and then the rest with 35 gallons of baby oil. Yeah, we're going to lube this thing on up tonight. Yeah, we're going to be glistening, baby. We're going to be glistening. Ain't nothing better than being glistening with a bottle of ice cold Ciroc premium vodka. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what we doing tonight. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what Diddy was doing. Diddy's different, man. The Joker wasn't sitting around doing bullshit. The Joker had an agenda. The Joker was trying to right the wrongs that the city was doing. He was feeling like there was a mistreatment to the outcast. So that's what the Joker had a stance. He was behind something. What Diddy is being charged for is just being a nasty nigga committing a lot of crimes. See, the Joker, we knew the Joker was a bad guy. The Joker never pretended to be good. The Joker will tell you straight up, Batman, you don't understand. Like the Joker, you knew what the Joker was. With Diddy, you never knew what you was going to get with Diddy. You might get the angry Diddy. You might get the Diddy that'll hit you upside your head. You might get the Diddy that'll throw a computer at you. You might get the Diddy that'll stomp you out. You might get the brother love. You might get the dancing Diddy. You never knew what Diddy you can get. And that's the dangerous part. That's the dangerous part, because up under the Joker's mask was still the Joker. Up under Sean Combs' mask is Diddy. No, up under Diddy's mask is Sean Combs. But then again, we don't even know it's Sean Combs, because Sean Combs is Puff Daddy. So Diddy was a nasty motherfucker. We don't even know what Puff was doing. With a nigga named like Puff, Puff was the one initiating the free calls with Puff the Magic Dragon. Now, that's why he liked the Punisher. And we just heard the Punisher today say, when I was over there, it was kind of hard to perform. And I knew that there was a nigga like Diddy watching. Because you heard around the way that Diddy may have been he. But we still got a sidebar. Yeah, Joker was killing niggas with laughing gas. Put the laughing gas on. See, Joker was doing shit, man. You know what I mean? Former CEO says the company's taxes were always done correctly. He said that the company taxes were always done correctly. You would never let there be a financial impropriety on your watch in that company. Am I right? I would do everything I could not to let it happen, Ferguson responded. So at least the taxes were done right. But let's bring up an IRS agent and have them go over the taxes and actually see what is and what wasn't done right. Nah, Puff wasn't just getting high. I think Puff was on that shit too.
We just finished washing Carisha truck.
Yeah.
Slippery soap.
And Mama Combs.
Mama Combs convertible, brand new. Yeah. That brand new. That thing is.
And Diddy high. He can't even get his words out, man. Listen to Diddy.
Washing Carisha truck.
Yeah.
Slippery soap.
And Mama Combs.
Mama Combs convertible, brand new. Yeah. That brand new. That thing is pristine. Mama Combs, how you like the slippery soap?
The slippery soap. Yeah, like this comment says, who calls any type of soap slippery soap? Yeah, it's just soap. We know soap is slippery.
How you like the slippery soap?
I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash.
We just finished washing Carisha truck.
Yeah.
Slippery soap.
And Mama Combs.
Mama Combs convertible, brand new.
I ain't even noticed this nigga Rick Ross's shirt is off. This nigga sweaty as a motherfucker. And we just watch Mama Combs.
We just finished washing Carisha truck.
Yeah.
Slippery soap.
And Mama Combs.
Mama Combs convertible, brand new. Yeah. That brand new. That thing is pristine. Mama Combs, how you like the slippery soap?
I actually washed the car because I'm supporting my brother. I'm not just buying slippery soap. I'm actually using it myself. So, just stay tuned to see Diddy and Rose wash.
We just finished.
Man, ain't nobody about to watch you niggas wash no fucking truck.
The weed, I'm in hell and give the lessons.
Hey, man, Diddy was really on some weird shit, man. We haven't seen like any videos of him being normal.
Hey, yo, check this out, y'all. I got a second chance at life, and I'm not going to play with it. And I'm talking about I got a second chance to put out new music, to put out new frequencies, new vibrations.
I told y'all before about R&B being dead. What I'm telling you, R&B is alive. Love Records, we here. The new #1 R&B label in the world. I can show you better than I can tell you. At midnight, East Coast time, I'm dropping the first project off of Love Records. From the entity that brought you Bad Boy and all the hits you love and enjoy, I'm back on the scene and I'm not playing. I'm bringing that frequency and I'm starting with Jazzy's album first, dropping tonight at midnight. Hey, yo, check this out.
Man, we ain't listening to that bullshit. All right, let's see what we got. Hey, who sent that invite? Were you talking about the Diddy trial? Let me see. The transaction from Cassie's father to Combs points to possible illegal conduct. Legal expert says, all right, blah, blah, blah. Combs for the head finance. He said he never saw anyone help the rapper commit crimes. So he never saw anyone help Diddy commit crimes, but that doesn't mean he didn't see any crimes. Derek Ferguson, former head finance, testified he never witnessed anyone help Diddy commit crimes, nor did he witness any acts of violence. Did you see anyone help Sean Combs commit crimes? No. Did you see anyone commit acts of violence? No. Did you see anyone make the company stronger through threats of violence? No. Nigga, he's on the board. Why would he be out hanging and kicking it? But they not once said anything about that $20,000 transaction. Oh boy. It's gonna be an early night tonight, guys. Did Mr. Combs? Did you tell Mr. Combs you learned so much from him? Yes, he pushed the entire team. He had passion. You're a religious man. Objection, Your Honor. Sustained. You're on the board of his charter school. Yes. The school tries to work with at-risk children. Objection, Your Honor. 403. Sustained. Let's move on. Do you think highly of Mr. Combs? I don't know how to respond to that. Sidebar. God damn. Nothing further. All right. So I guess this is the end of the day. I guess I want to know what the prosecution is getting back up here. Dog. You're a religious man. Hey, bro. We separate the state from church, man. It don't matter if we religious or not, man. Defend the crimes at hand. What was the $865,000 transfer? What was the $20,000 transfer? Defend some shit, man. Yeah, you said that Diddy wasn't on the board, so we found out Diddy didn't own shit. Diddy wasn't in charge of a motherfucking thing. He was just the face, and that's what they were paying him for. He was pulling money from different companies. All right, so Diddy wasn't in charge, but he's still paying for stuff with the Amex. So even if he didn't go over the bills, he was still spending himself. We know that he was booking rooms using his card. Let me see. Yeah, man. We ain't gonna have no free time. Was it 5 hours tonight? 3:15. Redirect. Okay, here we go. Was Revolt Films entirely separate from Revolt TV? Yes. Who was the head of Revolt Films? I don't know. Did you ever stay in a hotel with Mr. Combs? No. Oh, they get straight to it. All right. So Revolt Films and Revolt TV were separate. He doesn't know who was in charge of Revolt Films. Remember, she had a deal. Mia had a deal with ABC through Revolt Films, but then Revolt Films went up under. Did you ever stay in a hotel with Mr. Combs? No. So what they're trying to get at is if you didn't stay with Diddy, then how could you say if Diddy didn't use the cards or not? Did you ever see anyone enhance Diddy's reputation through acts of prostitution? Did you see anyone enhance Mr. Combs' reputation or the reputation of the business through acts of prostitution? No. Mark also asks, did you see anyone enhance Mr. Combs' reputation or the reputation of the business through trafficking or forced labor? The judge sustained an objection from the government to that question. Did you see anyone boost a reputation? Like, hey, man, look, he got prostitutes over here, man. Bad boy is the way to be. Like, what? Oh, shit. Here we go. This was mentioned at the trial. Jeffrey Epstein linked hedge fund that invested in Revolt, mentioned at trial. The Highbridge Capital Management, and we were going to look this up, but I never highlighted it. So the hedge fund, Highbridge Capital Management, which dead ex-predator Jeffrey Epstein reportedly invested in. So Highbridge Capital Management came up during the former Bad Boy Records executive Derek Ferguson's testimony. The investment company, which was purchased by J.P. Morgan and Chase in 2004, owned part of Combs Media, Revolt TV. So again, J.P. Morgan owned part of it, but when Epstein was alive, Epstein was supporting this. And then Highbridge, they had a say in a lot of actions of the enterprise, the executive told jurors. Epstein invested $10 million into Highbridge. The Wall Street Journal reported in 2019. Oh, you know we got to go read this. You know we got to go read this. Oh, yeah, Diddy. So y'all were looking for, well, when are they going to release the Epstein list? Yeah, well, here we go, 2019. The disgraced financier who deleted himself in Manhattan lockup while awaiting ex-trafficking charge also had long-standing ties with Highbridge billionaire Glenn Dubin, according to reports. We waiting on Trump. Trump ain't releasing the files, man, because his name is all in there. Hey, man, we just, hey, let us get one article. That's all we need is one article, New York Times. We don't need the whole thing. We just need one article for today. Wall Street Journal. Now, if Epstein was investing in Revolt TV and all of this, what year did Diddy go to Kakistan and go to the orphanage? Diddy Kakistan orphanage. Let's see what year this was. I don't even know how to spell Kakistan off the top of the head. Oh, it was 2011. But Jeffrey Epstein invested a $10 million Mr. Epstein made in Highbridge in 1999 turned into roughly $29. So there's a tie between Epstein and Revolt TV as an investment. All right, let me see. We got some updates. I'm gonna do a little digging with that. Tomorrow I might have some information. Just give me some time to, do a little bit of digging. All right, so it looks like we're done. All right, on this organization chart, who is the chairman? Sean Combs. And you see Christina Courtroom here. Yes. Did you see the name Mia? Development and acquisitions. Nothing further. So they're showing Diddy. So the defense did all of that to say that, oh, Diddy wasn't on the chair for this, he wasn't on the board for this. The prosecution just said, yeah, you just somehow you mysteriously missed all of this. What is this? Diddy's the chairman on this organization chart. Who is here? Christina Coleman. Who is up under there? Mia. So yeah, Diddy was on top of some of the stuff. He was the chairman. Remember? He just wasn't on the board. He was a chairman. Remember he said later on? But that's why you heard the defense say from 99 to 2012. Because initially he started off, you know what I'm saying? And he started off as just Diddy doing his thing. And then he said in 2012, before, because he was there from 12 to 17, that's when Diddy became a chairman. So the defense, they were being slick and they weren't going through everything. They did that cutoff before Diddy became the chairman. Ah, that was a good one, defense. That was a good one. The prosecution caught it though. You remember he asked, what was you doing from like 99 to 2012? But Derek worked there all the way up to 2017. He left a year before Cassie did. And that's when Diddy became the chairman. But the defense mysteriously forgot to ask about that stuff when Diddy was the chairman. Because remember in the beginning, he even said in the beginning that Arista owned 50% of Bad Boy Records. But eventually Diddy bought his other half. But the defense, they only stopped at 2012. So it's like, okay, well, you see, he was never in charge. No. We talking about 2016, 15, 14, 13, 12. What about those years? The defense, they just didn't ask about that. So all the jury heard was, oh, Diddy was never in charge of anything. But the prosecution got back. Wait a minute. This says he's the chairman. This says Christina Coleman is up under him, and then Mia is there also. So recross, Mark said, you didn't go to his hotel or home because that's his personal life, right? Objection, Your Honor. Sustained, nothing further. Juries, you may go. All rise. With Jane tomorrow, we want to avoid the type of accident we had with Mia. So we want the public screens turned off. We want to avoid a situation where accidentally a non-redacted version goes up. Judge said, okay, for Jane's testimony. So tomorrow, they're not playing around. Jane Doe is getting on the stand tomorrow. They are not playing around. If you're doing social media, don't try to get inside of the federal courthouse. If you mention the Jane Doe's real name, don't go up there, because if you get in there and they find out, they on your ass. They probably kick you out. But if multiple people try to do that, then, you know, they're going to start giving fines and things of that nature. But we're done for the day.